So let's talk about this exposure and covenant breaking. So, basically what happens to a society when it loses sense of responsibility, its loyalty, its compassion. So Romans 1:31 gives us this like haunting pictures of foolish, faithless, heartless, and ruthless. So two like clearest examples of the ancient world were the abandonment of children and the breaking of covenants. So let's get into this a little bit more. So in Roman times, infant abandonment, they called it exposure. It was legal, it was normal, it was socially accepted. So when a baby was born, the father had absolute authority. So if he rejected the child, it was placed on the ground, taken outside, and left for exposure to the elements. Like no protection, no family, no future. Girls were more abandoned than boys, right? So, we see this today. It's really, it's kind of like, oh, this is terrible in our society, which it is. They're like babies are like thrown in dumpsters, or like, you see on TV, like left on the doorstep of like the firehouse or something like that. But today, and the father had the authority to do that. That was his decision. Today, it's kind of reverse, right? The mom has the decision, and we call it abortion, right? So I think we're really seeing, this play out in American society today. Girls were exposed more than boys. They were abandoned more than boys. Sound familiar? Like China's law. Children with disabilities were routinely abandoned, right? It wasn't convenient, we'd just, throw them away. Some infants died quickly. Others were picked up by strangers, raised as slaves, or sold into prostitution. The Christians were really the ones that, kind of helped stop this practice, and they created the first orphanages. Romans didn't consider this murder. They considered it practical. Sound familiar, right? Abortion. That's not murder. It's just practical. I don't want to raise this baby in this world today. I don't have the money to do this. The baby would have a terrible life if we brought it into this world. This is, what Paul means when he uses that word heartless. It's like this without this natural affection. It's a society where even the most basic bond, the love between a parent and child has collapsed. And so, that's what's called exposure or heartless. Now, covenant breaking in Rome. So Rome, it wasn't just heartless, it was faithless, covenant breakers. Remember, they don't use the word pistuo or apistuo. They use this other word, asynthos. So Roman politics were built on convenience, not loyalty. Sound familiar? Treaties were honored as long as they benefited Rome. The alliances shifted constantly. Oaths were tools, not commitments, right? Politicians, they'll say whatever it takes to get elected and to get their way and justify the means. This was written about, in Roman literature. So Paul's audience knew exactly what he meant when he said faithless. He's talking politically and even just personally, where in a culture the loyalty was optional, promises were very disposable. So. Look, today in America, we see the breakdown of the family, the epidemic of fatherlessness, the neglect of children emotionally, spiritually, relationally, the devaluing of human life in countless ways. We see, covenant breaking in marriages, right? Collapse, friendships dissolve when it's no longer convenient. Business deals are built on manipulation. Culture, where promises are made lightly, easily broken. The politics are just, ridiculous. Paul's word they echo across time, right? Foolish, faithless, heartless, ruthless. So symptoms may look different, but the disease is the same. All right, on that, have a great day. God bless.